All right, welcome back. This is round 2 chase card coverage. This is the back 9, a John Schwan production, presented by the Columbus Flyers of the 2025 Brent Hamrick Memorial Open. Very excited to watch this coverage.
Absolutely stacked card here.
Yeah, some good rounds cooking. Tony Moe already at 7 down through 9. That is very impressive.
Blistering.
Hole 10 here is a par 3, just over 350 feet. Got to keep it pretty much a dead straight shot, especially once you get to the green there. It really funnels into the basket. Makes it very tight.
Such a nice flip up by Calvin.
Yeah, that is gorgeous.
Maybe like a rock or something like that, I'd imagine. Looks like he threw a mid-range. Tony looks like he has some kind of a driver. Maybe like leopard or something.
Possibly. Not too familiar with those end of the discs.
Looks pin high.
Appears to be flying well for him though.
How's Parker gonna draw this up? Right up the gut.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Clipping a branch. Doesn't seem to have affected it too much. He should have a putt from over there.
Yeah, I can't believe he progressed that far up the fairway after clipping that tree. That's excellent.
Yep. And
This is your,
it's a Raptor for me. I actually turned around and was then informed that it skipped another 100 feet somehow.
I was gonna say, it looked at first like you burned it into the ground, but it just
Got a little fortunate there. I'll take it. It was just a little layup from me from there.
Okay.
And yeah, Parker did filter up to a putt here. See if he can get this one to go.
Looks like some interesting footing for him.
Mm-hmm. Yep, gets it to go. Yeah, the green can be tough. If you're not dead on with it, you're going to have some sort of tree in your way, and no bother there from Parker.
Calvin looking at the 2.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Absolutely striped it.
We still haven't even gotten to Tony's drive.
No.
And there it is.
Yep, absolutely filleted there from Tony. What a shot.
Beautiful. What's he putting with, you know? That orange putter?
I believe they're Casey, some sort of beaded ABR.
Okay.
And that's a tap in for par there from me.
Looks like things are nice and light on the car. A little joking back and forth.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is a good card to be on. Now we start what some might call the gauntlet. This is a couple back-to-back par 5s. Similar to hole 6, you got one hole's tee pad playing to the next hole's basket, these next 2 holes in succession. So from 2 not great par 3s to 2, in my opinion, really good par 5s.
A lot of ground to cover, multiple tight gaps that you have to hit.
Yeah.
And a lot of elevation change. It's a lot of golf that justifies a challenging par 5, but a very gettable birdie, and apparently some eagles as well, which is just wild.
Yeah.
Looks like Tony threw the same disc he threw in the last hole, trying to shape something up there.
Yeah, it's a tough hole. You want to keep it so straight, but uphill. Really got to be working your nose angle, and Parker does this beautifully.
Looks like Parker's really trying to drive the mouth of the white pines that we see up at the very top there in the light.
Yeah. A near carbon copy shot from the previous round in which he eagled it. And that's just a little nose up and hits that one little branch. A little disappointing there.
Mm. Looks like you're lined up decently with the mouth, though.
Yeah, a little left of it, trying to play this sidearm, and a little bit pulled, but a fortunate result there to be sure. Tony's got some sort of Kneeling sidearm look from here.
This is kind of tough. Like, he's got decisions to make. How far does he penetrate up this with that low ceiling?
Yeah, he definitely gets to pick how aggressive he wants to be. But the par 5, you know, he can
That is.
just decide what he wants his upshot to be and play it really.
He leaked left, but that is
Strategically.
such a good shot.
Yeah, that is incredibly impressive from his spot.
Calvin opting to not go with the forehand, trying to really get something to turn and drift and penetrate up, but it does leak left.
A couple times he surprised me this round going to the backhand because I know he is very competent with that sidearm as well.
It's looked great so far.
And that is a rip from Parker.
He actually progressed along the line of trees.
Up to an eagle bid.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's got a somewhat of a chance, I would say.
That is a powerful sidearm right there. Tony with the bench in his way a little bit here. Another kneeling sidearm. And another one executed nearly to perfection.
Impressive.
Yes.
Here's you,
Little standstill backhand.
hanging out with the trash can.
Yep.
What did you, is that the cigar?
That is the Zone SS.
Oh,
The new Discraft mold. Absolutely
Thought you threw a
loving
jar.
that thing.
beautiful. Nice little flip up for you there.
Yep. Calvin's got to go to this little inside line. Very tricky. Oh, and he's done it so brilliantly.
Okay.
And Parker, this is for eagle.
You know he's wanting to give it a try.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for sure. Wow, and almost, almost connects.
That's a great bid.
It's a good putt from you.
Yep, thankfully got that one to go. Somehow saved the birdie after such a bad tee shot. Calvin has this left for his. Gets it to go.
He's looking confident with the putt.
Yeah.
Tony, through some challenges, just does what he does and scrambles his way through.
Yeah, that's a very impressive birdie there from Tony.
Parker, from an eagle to
Yeah.
as easy of a birdie as you can. Super impressive.
Joking there with Tony that I didn't mess up the star frame this time. And look at there. There's all my buddies just
that
finished
Evan?
up their round. That was Evan who had the ace.
As I said, didn't he ace hole 5?
Yep. They finished up their rounds and came to watch mine. Super appreciate the support from the friends there. This one was, I believe, another eagle from Chris Fisher on this hole here.
What?
Yeah.
This is almost 800 feet. And you definitely, this is a hole that you feel every bit of that. You're marching steadily uphill for the majority of the hole.
Yeah. Kind of takes this like really straight, slight pushing backhand that I believe Calvin is going to demonstrate.
Keeps
Just
it
beautifully.
low, skips it straight. This is one where the fairway feels very claustrophobic.
Yes.
The junk on the left definitely is encroaching, and you have to throw something low and a lot of angle control and pace control on this shot if you're going to put yourself in a position to try to progress outside of the woods with your next drive.
Absolutely.
Nice and low.
Yeah, and this just took an incredible skip at the end there from Parker.
Opting for the forehand here. What's the...
Yeah, as you said, a little claustrophobic. I know that I can pitch a forehand just down into the middle with little to no effort and have some sort of look to get out the gap either way. So.
And have a similar-ish shot for your second here.
Right. And
Just something a little bit flexy, using the space of the fairway and the openness of the canopy, penetrating out of the mouth. Super well done.
Yeah, super overstable venom.
Looks like Tony's got a little bit of.
Yeah, so
I
if
can't
you
tell if this is in his way or not.
it definitely is a little bit. If you go left, that's the risk you run. You'll have these couple guardian trees to deal with getting out the gap. No problem there for Tony though.
For a standstill, even that was.
Oh,
Looks like he really put a move on that.
clipped a little bit of the foliage out at the end, but he should be out in the open with a look for birdie to get up and down at least.
Calvin from his drive, again, a great backhand ankle control drive.
Oh, just missed it. I believe he hit that branch up there that was overhanging.
At the mouth. Oh yeah, here he is right here.
I believe we missed Parker's shot as well, but no bother.
So back to Tony. Tony, I doubt that
Little
he's
wide.
intending to play the road stick skip.
Ooh.
Maybe he is.
No, but it worked out for him there.
Super panned out. Looks like he just went
Yeah.
some kind of like maybe Firebird and
Yeah,
super great pace there.
just a little pitch up zone for me there. Playing the hole basically exactly the way I wanted to.
Yeah, it looked like when it faded out, it was matching the grade of the green perfectly and checked up for you.
Oh, and that is actually Parker's third shot. Got all the way to there with a giant sidearm. Really impressive shot there.
Wow.
And Tony just off the top. Sit down.
So Parker
bit of
with
a roll.
back-to-back eagle putts, long eagle putts.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Just an incredibly impressive throw of the
That's awesome.
disc. Oh, and Tony sat pretty decently. He should have this for par. And he gets that to go. Couple birdie tap-ins for Parker and I here, and we'll be on to the next one. Yep.
I love how snappy his putt is. Comes out with no wobble.
Yeah. Yeah, somehow two almost disappointing birdies there for Parker.
Putting himself in a fighting man's chance and wasn't able to capitalize that round, but this hole is, I'm just going to describe it as odd when you go to draw it up.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of decision making, but there are a couple elements. There's no Mando, but you do have this power line pull and the actual line itself that seems to gobble up especially a lot of the backhand.
Yeah. It takes such a precise drive. You see Calvin gets it over nicely, but just not able to fade back at the end. You have to play something so perfect on this weird flex line, and then even when you throw it perfect, you have to pray that it gets lucky through some trees.
It doesn't seem like it's that far, but the mouth of the fairway that you see Parker getting close to up here is very far, and it's surprisingly uphill. You saw how long his disc was in the air. It's a pump.
Yeah, he might actually have a putt from in there.
Here's you.
I honestly think
Just
it plays
lifts a little bit.
every bit of 450 probably. Yeah, and that just didn't quite get the turnover I thought it would, and should have some sort of look for par.
Tony's lining up a straight backhand. I don't think he's driving the green. I think he's just trying to play towards the mouth.
Yeah, he's
Which he does
just playing it
perfectly.
into position and laying up and taking his three.
Perfect shot.
Really takes the danger out of play on the hole.
This is super dense over here.
Yeah,
what we
there
just
is-
witnessed with Calvin is amazing.
Yeah, you would not be able to tell how impressive a shot that is. Actually, playing for par, I might have misspoken here. It looks like Tony's going to give this one a bid. Oh,
Oh, he was advancing from the basket.
Yeah.
He wanted it. He thought he might have had it.
you saw him walking that in. What an impressive putt that would have been. And this is a mid-range layout putt. Very weird line I had to try and get through, but
Why go with the mid-range there? What's the strategy behind that?
the sonars that I putt with don't have hardly any glide. That's kind of why I like them. But from there, I need a little bit faster, glidier disc to get all the way there from a knee.
Gotcha. Parker, He's looking really low, very much obstructed.
Oh my goodness, nearly.
Finds a line to the basket though.
I can't imagine what he would have been looking at through there.
Nothing. That's what I'm putting money on.
Yeah, a hope and a prayer probably.
All right.
A couple of tap-ins for par here.
It's a tough get. It's not impossible. It's very
No, and
doable, but
you're
it's a
not
tough
upset
get.
with a par on this hole.
It's got some teeth for sure.
Never been my favorite hole, but I'm sure someone enjoys it.
The only hole that we've seen all pars on
Yeah.
on this card so far. I do like this hole. I like the shape of it, but again, for a shorter-ish hole, it's underneath 300 feet, but there's decision making to be had. Do you play the skip? Do you not? Do you take it all the way there with an air shot or not?
Yeah,
It
I
looks
think
like Calvin's doing almost an air shot the whole way there.
Yep. I think the high percentage play is just to play what I believe Parker's lining up here is just that little forehand that's going to hit the ground right in that little shade spot and just get a skip up. Keeping it low like that helps you get through the trees that guard the basket. That's what I'm trying to do here.
This hole is pretty guarded by guardian trees, but if you do hit one of those that surrounds the perimeter of the circle, you're left with a just outside the circle putt, so it's not extremely detrimental and a fair hole. I heard a couple people say that there's a little bit of poke and play in this hole, but I'm like, it's still a very fair hole that takes some shape to get there.
Tony looked like he nearly skipped it in. Yeah, and you can see like where Parker is. If you hit one of the later trees, you're left with a circle one putt. So there's not too much trouble to be had if you throw a good shot. Or if you throw a slightly errant shot like I did, and you still might have a look for par or for birdie. Yeah, and I like the hole too, because it seems like a little bit of a relief after playing such a difficult, demanding shot like 13. And then you play this one and you get a little bit of a, okay, well, get my birdie here, call it a day. And there's another star frame for the card.
Everybody picking it up quite well. It's great execution by everyone. All right.
Hole 15. What a interesting hole this one is. Not very far. Not a very demanding, not a very difficult shape. But
it feels longer than 315, but it's really not.
No, it's like such a precise line. You'll see here, Calvin. Oh, and he just gets this a little early. That's the trouble to be had, but
I feel like the mistake here is to push too straight.
yes, I definitely think that gives you the easiest par if you are to mess it up at all. But you can just see how precise it has to be. It's such a weird shot to go so straight for probably about 300 feet and then immediately just tank left.
You know, as we just saw, we see a lot of discs get knocked down by these pine boughs.
Oh, just a little too straight there.
Tony.
And this is great from Tony. Playing something
nice
super
flex.
overstable. And a nice little roll there for him.
Great roll.
Wow.
I do kind of like the flex play for the left-hand forehand, as it allows it to, when it breaks over all at once.
Right.
You capitalize on the wide open space, and then when it needs to break over, it penetrates super hard.
Yeah, definitely. The forehand definitely slows down a little bit quicker. Yep. We'll
Tony
see if
very
he can
much
get
in
it to
striking
go.
range here.
Yeah. And he gets that one to go nicely.
Almost no surprise there.
No.
I really like Tony's routine that he has. It's very simple. It just allows him to relax, clear his mind. It's very repeatable.
Yes, he is. He is so very deliberate before every shot. It's one of the things I envy most about his game.
Even some of the super short putts.
Oh, yeah.
Like he just sinks
Yeah.
in, does his thing, moves on.
Parker just leaks it a little left side there.
Judging by his body language, it seemed like he knew that it was not hitting as soon as it left his hand.
Yeah, it looked like he had something with his
something
grip
off.
or something he couldn't figure out right before the putt.
Calvin with another left side putt, and it rolls right in. You can see him kind of
Yeah, he's loving that left side today.
shake it off. Hey, they're dropping for him, so.
Yeah, as long as they are.
Here's you.
Tap in par. A little left side there even, but it went in.
This next hole.
Tony already 11 down on the round.
That's crazy. This hole here is one of the holes that, as I've played this course on and off throughout the years, I noticed that the fairway gets increasingly narrower and narrower and narrower. It used to be pretty wide open, frankly, but now the progression and advancement of the growth of the trees, it is rather small. And I've even started to see people try to go really high right-hand, forehand spike to try to not have to deal with some of the shape of the trees. Like this right here, like that the shape of that looks beautiful.
It's just a little inside.
Just a little tiny bit inside, whereas even a couple years ago that would have been just fine.
And that's the one miss you can't really make. That's the only miss that, you know, if you push it a little too straight, you can leave yourself a putt. But even there, Calvin takes it too inside as well.
Parker looking to make an adjustment on what he just saw.
Yeah. And no, that's even more inside.
Again, just judging by his body language, he knew immediately it's not going to be it. So now you have an opportunity to...
Yeah. Waving to
adjust.
Jonas on 18 as he's coming up. Just trying to keep this one, if anything, go too straight. Just got to miss that tree and barely does.
Got to the light or just past.
Yeah. I just knew there was no way I was going to go right side after watching all three of my card mates do it.
Parker really got wrapped up inside of here, and this is absolute jail.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how he got this out.
I see him looking super high. Maybe he found some kind of a window.
Yeah. That's an impressive shot there.
Tony going to the knee. We've seen him scramble a couple shots with a very high success rate this round so far with that same shot style.
Yeah, and just playing it out wide. You know, when you know you can make that 20-footer, it makes that upshot a little easier instead of having to go inside those trees, run the risk of clipping one of them.
Calvin taking a breath, knocking it down.
Yep. Not super happy with the effort, but a birdie all the same.
This is your birdie look?
Yep.
Oh,
And
just
just
off the top, no.
a little quick with it. Maybe a little nervy. Yeah, I wasn't super stoked about that, but it happens. Tony gets that one to go.
Okay. This next hole, Parker taps out here. This next hole, we saw some pretty big numbers on my cards.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's definitely there.
Some pretty talented golfers.
Oh, yeah, I can see the
Just,
dark gray there.
you know, lunch was taken.
Yeah, in non-tournament layout, you'll see a lot of players throw it out over the road wide.
Kind of right over top of where your head is at in the frame there.
Yep,
yeah.
and but for the tournament, they put a mandatory and force you to go down this really tight tunnel. I mean, it's 350 feet, and it is just tight the whole way. You really have to play a precise shot here. And you can see...
Oh, man, that looked so good at the start from Calvin. It just kind of leaked out to the right.
It's close enough to the road that you'll definitely get some wind action there, and it looks like it just turns Calvin's shot over just a little bit.
Look at
Tony,
that.
this is gorgeous. That's a great sidearm there from Tony.
Look, that was just perfectly down the middle.
Yeah. Parker going back to the same disc he was throwing on 15. Looks like he just leaked it a little too straight, maybe?
That looks super good.
Yeah.
What are you throwing here?
This was a Malta. It's straight to overstable mid-range and just not quite enough beans on that one there.
Okay.
Clip that tree that you can just see just in front of Calvin.
Calvin definitely got clipped down, but has
That is great touch right there.
yeah, open look.
This is just a layup from me here.
Sure. Just looking to get your power move on, I assume.
Yeah, still an improvement from the day before.
Look at this. The lefty sidearm
Yeah.
drive to the mouth and the putt.
Oh, and
it's
he gets
good.
it. That's such an impressive two from Tony there.
Looks like you're right. Looks like Parker did just kind of penetrate a little bit straight.
Yeah, I think just a little too long. Didn't quite have the time to go left because it was definitely trying to at the end there.
Oh, no.
Oh. And just a little high. Maybe some wind getting to him. You can tell he's a little upset about that one. Definitely wants that stroke back.
Just a little cleanup here from the rest of the crew. Tony with the lone birds, but great 3 capitalization and par for the rest of the card.
Yeah. Hole 18 here.
Yeah, I feel like this one is. I'm not sure there's many people in the field that are trying to actually drive this.
No,
green.
no, I don't
It's just
think
another
so.
hole that you want to be, just kind of boring, I guess.
Yeah, very much so. Boring is the way to play this hole. Surprising to see big numbers on this hole. You can see Tony just not trying to go for much, throwing it maybe 60% just down the middle,
Well, I
just
think
somewhere where he
that's
can have an upshot. And
Yeah, I think that's a great point that you say. Tony's, most of these people are not trying to absolutely smush one. It just brings too much risk in. It's a relatively routine up and down for the second shot. You just have to make sure that you bite off enough, but don't need to take too much. Just get it up there and then get your approach in.
that is actually smashed.
And that's
by Parker.
smash, but that also, I don't feel like that's everything Parker has. I feel like that's just
No,
his
not at
comfort
all.
range of like, yeah, I can still get this up here and not be a worry.
Yeah.
No slouch yourself, getting one up there nicely.
Do what I can. Going back to that same zone.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised to see this from Calvin.
Yeah.
He's still in a decent enough position, just kind of leaving it up in the air too long and letting it leak out to the left.
Looks like Tony's going with a faster driver. Surprising not to see that get a bigger skip. And that's just a putter for me there,
What did you throw?
a zone.
That looked an incredible demonstration of pace control.
Yeah, it's a hyzer off the tee and able to throw. Whoa.
Yet
Able
again
to throw
from
a putter
Parker,
up.
we see the kind of flexy high stall shot, looking like he's very intentionally giving it a soft bid / approach. He's really, really good at that shot.
Yeah.
Tony's a little far. Oh.
Oh.
Hmm.
What a finish to the round that would have been for Tony.
Yeah, Parker.
Great putt from Parker.
Oh, yeah.
And Calvin being that far left, he's still very much in striking distance here.
Absolutely.
Looking to knock a good one down. Let's go.
And he does it a little left side again. But you know what? If it's going in, it's going in.
Good birdie, Calvin.
Great round there from Calvin.
Nice bit of sportsmanship demonstrated there.
Absolutely. Oh,
Fumble.
little fumble from Tony there.
Yeah, Yeah, I know he's not happy with the par there.
No, but you can't be too upset with the 12 down on this course. I mean, that is just
Blistering.
that is an incredible round there from Tony.
Really solid.
Absolutely. All right, and that'll do it for round 2. And yeah, some people from the chase card even making it up to the lead, and you see Tony there tied for the lead after that round. So you definitely wanted that putt on 18, but it's hard to be upset with that round.
10:58 rated round.
Just insane.
Looked like it was just a regular day in the office for Tony.
Well, that's what he does. All right, then. Thank you again, John Schwan, for filming. And that'll do it.